Hello, guys, and welcome to Indiana Sports Connection. My name is Aaron. I am your residential anchor. Thank you for joining me. Sorry, I'm having some trouble with the broadcast stream here, so if you're jumping on, this is the live stream. I am just going to do a quick pregame show. So what could happen in this game? There are some positives that could come from this game. If we could see Indiana go out there and play a game with their hair on fire, could they possibly get a victory and get some positive momentum going into the last four games? Or will we see them go out there and just play a lackluster game and not be able to shoot the ball and just get beat at the free throw line? And if all those things happen, Indiana is going to be downtrodden. If they lose another game at home and they get beat by 20 points or they're like out of the game at halftime, I could definitely see how Mike Woodson could get fired before the season is over. Or after the season is over, if he keeps losing games at home like this. The one thing Indiana is really known for is always having competitive teams, especially at home. And if we lose another game at home by a bunch of points, it is going to be really, really bad. But the only thing I can think is that everything has gone so poorly for this team this entire year. Could they possibly put it together, make some three-pointers? If they possibly could make 5 to 7 three-pointers in this game and just make like 15 of 21 at the free throw line instead of like 12 of 24 like they normally are, if they could just increase the amount of free throws they hit at home a little bit and rebound the ball, because they should be able to rebound against Wisconsin. They have that one big guy in the center, the big white dude, but where he should be able to get his rebounding. Will Mike Woodson make some adjustments and only play Ware or Renew at the same time, not play them at the same time? That is what I'm saying. These two guys cannot be in the same game at the same time. It is stifling to the entire team, and especially when we run Mbako, Renew, and Ware out there at the same time, we can't close out on any of the shooters on the outside. So my opinion, you have to just have, like, if he starts Ware and Renew together, you got to just go to having one of those guys in the game at the same time at some point. If he does not make any adjustments in this game and we are down by 20 at halftime and they get booed off the court, I don't see how this guy can continue to be the coach at Indiana and keep doing that and not making any adjustments. We know Wisconsin is just like Nebraska, actually a better version of actually Nebraska and Northwestern or Penn State. But Wisconsin, they are 5-5 in their last games since they played Indiana. They are not world beaters. Actually, none of these teams are world beaters, but they all seem to come into Assembly Hall and just get super hot and shoot us out of the gym. We cannot let that happen tonight, because if Indiana wants any chance, I believe even going into next year, of having a chance to have a good team next year, they have to show some promise towards the end of this season. I do believe Cups and Mbako have shown some more great plays, not great plays, but just like some plays they've made in the last few games that show maybe they're on their way upward. But overall, this team has just been a downtrodden mess for some time, and it is just getting awful and awfuler to watch if they lose out. But I was listening to Mike Woodson's press conference today, and he did say something about if Indiana could win these last four games and then win some games in the Big Ten tournament, how maybe they could get into the tournament. I mean, that is still a possibility, but if they were able to win, hey, Don, if they were able to win like these last four games and win games in the Big Ten tournament, I would be super, super surprised. So Mike Woodson said that in the press conference today. We'll see if he looks like a complete fool because they'll be down. Hopefully they can just keep this game within 4 to 6 points at halftime. But really, if Indiana plays a good game, they should be able to come out and do a halfway decent job of staying in these games. I mean, Wisconsin is only 500 in their last 10 games, and they just have to play better at home and get the crowd behind them and somehow try to eke out one victory. I don't want to see them just lose down the stretch, lose like 4 games in a row. That would be awful to see. But thank you for joining me. This is Indiana Sports Connection. I am your residential anchor, Aaron. we're just talking about the game here, and not too much else to talk about. I just see the season swing one way or the other. Most people, I heard Mike DeCourcy on TV today, and he was saying, you know what, Indiana fans need to stay the course with Mike Woodson and see if he can make it better for next year. But the thing is, if we don't see any changes out there on the court, like right now in these last 4 games, at least even shooting more volume 3-pointers from outside or getting any type of screen action going on the outside to get some shooters actual shots that they're set up for, how can we really think that he's going to make any changes going into next year? I mean, he'll probably just bring in more big guys and play more of this down low style from 2005 to 2010 NBA style. And I don't really want to watch it anymore, but I still root on the team every time. And Wisconsin tonight, and also coming up this Friday, I am going to the Combine, so I will be making some videos there, shooting some videos. Tight ends and DBs are going that day, so that will be a fun time, and I'm going to make some videos about the Colts and who they should draft. Hopefully that Bowers guy, we can get a good look at him at the Combine and see if maybe he could fall to the Colts, because the Colts really could use a tight end. But until next time.